Radio, wrestling podcast featuring Ramen Bomber and Rab and the one and only Peanut. Woo! Jobber Radio, Jobber Radio, Jobber Radio, Jobber Radio. Bitches.
You're the worst.
I'm clearly the best.
And I would fuck Orton.
Say I'd fuck the Miz.
I would fucking kill the Miz. I don't. We don't have to play this fucking game. Hey everybody, welcome to Jobber Radio, episode number 30. We've hit another milestone, guys. We have done 30 of these things. I think, did we start back in 2002? 2012, I mean.
2002. Yeah, 2002. It's been a long road.
2012. Somehow we've been technically kind of doing this for a long time now. We've only done 30 episodes. That shows how fucking piss poor we are. But anyway.
I ate years, so.
Yeah, we did. We took a hiatus, 2-year hiatus, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm Jake, a.k.a. Bomber. I am joined here today with 3 people. We're going to start off with Lee, who's back. What's going on, Lee?
Hey, Scott.
Not much. I'm doing pretty good. I just want to throw this in here before I forget it. Marty Jannetty is my death pool pick.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, I was going to bring that up because Peanut also wanted to throw a name in the hat since he wasn't on the episode.
He's not in any episode.
Not on the show anymore.
He's not on this show.
True, but he does the intro, so I feel like we should just include him still somehow.
Okay.
So I also want to point out that Peanut picked Ken Shamrock as his death pool pick.
Ooh. He'll be forever.
Yeah. But you heard him there, Rab. What's going on? Rab's back. My partner in crime here, Raw. We did the Raw draft.
I think we did a great job.
I think we did a great job. Yeah.
You know, Lee and Rami did a very good job last week as well.
Lee too.
2 weeks ago.
We had great chemistry together.
Yeah, we have a 1 Lee rule, which is why the other Lee is not here right now.
Yeah.
So we won then, right? Because you're like, oh yeah, we did a great job together, but yeah, they totally won.
I actually have the numbers we're going to talk about in a minute, but Matt Zion, what's going on? How did VidCon go? Anything crazy go down?
VidCon was good. We saw a lot of bigger YouTubers and had like good conversations. We talked to a big YouTuber named Philip DeFranco, who's he's about
That's the guy. That's the guy from the thing.
Yeah, the guy from the thing, and then also one of the guys from Game Grumps and Ninja Sex Party. His name is Ninja Brian, super nice guy. And then like one of our buddies, his name is Fun for Louie, and he does like a travel vlog. He used to eat live critters like scorpions and like spiders and stuff. But now he does like a travel vlog, so he's really good. So it was good just meeting a lot of people and then seeing a lot of our buddies and stuff. So probably my favorite year at VidCon so far.
Cool. How many times have you guys gone?
That's our 4th year going.
Nice.
The first year was a lot of fun because we were actually invited to the event, and so we actually like had purpose. Then the second year we were invited, but they didn't like. It was a big disaster. They were just assholes to us, people that invited us. And then the third year was just kind of like we didn't even leave the hotel because we were so shunned by the whole event. So I think it was nice to kind of take a year where we were just in the hotel filming and getting drunk, and this year we actually wandered around a little bit. Stole some people's passes since I'm not paying $200.
Are you still not supposed to be there?
Huh?
Yeah. Are you not supposed to be there?
No, I was definitely not supposed to be there. Though the way that they work is they you have to buy a pass, and it's like $100-something bucks, like $160 or $120, whatever it is. And because I'm not a teenage girl, my VidCon experience is I walk around the convention center for maybe 30 minutes and then I'm done. So I'm not paying all that money for that because I don't care about panels, I don't care about meeting people. I'm just there to see it real quick and then go and drink and have fun with my buddies. Mm-hmm. And so we just borrowed.
Why do you even go?
Because all of our buddies from all over the U.S. come. So people we only see every once in a while. Like Colt Moo lives up in Seattle. They weren't here this year, but usually Dude Wars My Challenge is another one of our buddies. They're from the UK. They come out. So like all these channels that we never get to see, they come out. So we just rent a hotel and everybody gets drunk and does collaboration videos together. So it's great.
All right, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, cool. Well, if anybody was wondering, that's why we weren't on last week, because Matt Zion had to do VidCon videos.
And rest in peace, Magic Johnson, a.k.a. Paul Burchill.
Paul Burchill, yeah, I was actually...
Paul Burchill.
Yeah, hashtag Cat Lives Matter,
Cat Lives Matter.
but
No, I guess
that's kind of ironic now that that's the actual hashtag, right?
My girlfriend was looking at the picture I posted him because I temporarily made it my profile picture just to honor him.
I saw that.
And you put, she's like, oh, somebody put gross. Like,
you probably knew. You probably knew before she even looked.
No, I didn't. I had no idea. So I was like, some people are weird. And so I went and looked at the comments, saw you, and I went, of course it's a guy with no heart and loves shitty CZW wrestling.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa.
And
He has a heart, even though he loves that shitty wrestling.
Paul Burchill was their champion. He got cut open in a match, and then his blood mixed with one of the HIV-infected CZW wrestlers. That's where he got it.
That's where he got it. Oh, cool. Well, I'm just disappointed I didn't pick Paul Burchill for my death pool. How about that? How about that? But anyway.
Did the cat get no respect because it didn't jump off the top of a fucking building?
Hey, man. Hey. Much respect for those guys that do what they do out there, okay?
I hope that your recording doesn't fail because mine already stopped working for a second and I had to restart it. So it's all on you, Jake.
I got it going right now so far. It looks like it's doing it.
All on you.
But anyway, first things first, let's do the results for the big Raw versus SmackDown draft. Lee, since you were not here, what was your...
How about he wasn't there? He was drafting with
us. Lee, we're a team.
He was totally not there. Come on, hey.
He was. I remember the eye patch and everything. All Canadians have the eye patch and the guy with the beard. You can't see what I'm talking about because it's a Skype picture. But
yeah, I was about to say everybody's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Yeah, Skype picture. But all
right. So who won between me and Lee versus you guys?
Okay, there were 59 comments on the last video.
All right. I saw it was pretty even for the most part.
Actually a lot closer than I thought. I thought everybody was going to, we're just going to go with Matt Zion just because it's motherfucking Matt Zion.
They're pretty fair.
Yeah, but it was very close. We didn't get we didn't get as many votes as I thought, but still. Anyway, the tally, here we go. Raw got 9 votes. Okay?
Yeah.
SmackDown ended with 13 votes.
Yeah, we won because
so
we're the best.
SmackDown, but there was
Good job, buddy.
And two people picked tie. Said that they would actually watch both shows.
Me and Lee that chemistry.
Yeah, and I kind of agree with that. Like, I was looking at both lists, and I was like, okay, actually, these are both pretty fucking solid, awesome lists. Mm-hmm. And Baron Corbin almost fucking sank it for me with SmackDown because I'm like, what the fuck?
Terrible pick at 14 for them.
Yeah, but I think overall, I'd rather see Lesnar and Samoa Joe beat the fuck out of each other than I would.
Oh, but that's like what? Oh man, I'm looking at the rosters right now, and maybe I'm crazy, but I have no fucking clue how people could pick SmackDown.
You know what I would love to see though, Lee, in that match if they ever did like Joe and Lesnar. I would love for Joe to be the first guy that just fucks Lesnar's shit up. Like he hits 10 suplexes on Lesnar. That would how over do you think he would get if he had a match with them and he treated Lesnar the way Lesnar treats everybody else?
Lesnar's getting to the age where he needs to be starting to put over people, so yeah.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Nah,
although Joe is getting to that age as well, so
yeah, it's true. Very true.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you hate tag team wrestling, I guess I can see somebody picking SmackDown because they had absolutely no tag team division.
I don't know. They seem to disagree because we won, so. I don't know. I don't know how you can shit talk after you've lost.
I just know a lot. Some of the votes.
The upcoming election.
I'm just saying, a lot of those people only know who you are. And
don't know the rest one of the votes I remember
thrown up on YouTube.
Most of those comments I read were pretty damn fair about it though. Like they weren't going like, "Oh, I love Matt." They were breaking down exactly why they liked or didn't like our list. So.
There was
I rarely throw up on YouTube.
Sorry, Donald, but you lost.
There was totally one vote that was like, "Oh, I'm on Matt Zahn's cock." So.
God. Brad, did you hear how the heavy rumor is that Trump's going to pick Christie as his vice president? Like I vomited in my mouth a little bit.
I don't want to talk about Donald Trump.
Yeah,
I've been very upset lately. Okay. Now you brought it up, and I have to bring it up.
Yeah, you did.
So there was a shooting in Orlando.
Yeah.
What?
What was it? 2 weeks ago already?
Yeah.
A week ago, 2. I don't even remember anymore. And it happened on a Latino night at a gay nightclub, by a guy who was born in Long Island, about 5 minutes from where I was born.
Wow. All right, it's a small world.
And which is both about 20 minutes from where Donald Trump was born.
Yeah.
Oh.
And with a legally bought gun, He didn't do anything illegal until he actually stepped in there and started shooting people. And Donald Trump made this into a thing about foreigners.
Yep.
But he wasn't a foreigner.
Yeah.
Because he was born right by where I was born, right by where Donald Trump was born. And and this has bothered me too much. I mean, it bothers me enough that some motherfucker went in there and did that shit in my state, in a city that I spent a lot of time in, taking out people with last names not unlike mine. But then for Donald Trump to make it about foreigners, something about him bringing my. At no point has anyone ever brought my Americanism into question. I've always been an American.
He's really good at offending everybody he can possibly offend.
I've always been an American. No one's ever brought that into question. I sound like an American. I talk like an American. I root for all the American teams. I have flags right now. If you look outside in my front yard, there are 2 big American flags. And I'm from Texas. Another reason that I'm
You're
American.
From Texas? I didn't know you were from Texas.
I'm originally from Houston.
Oh.
That's where we're going next month.
Oh, really?
Wait,
I will be there next month. Yes.
I'm going to be there this weekend for
Wait,
4th of July.
what the hell's everybody doing in Texas? Why didn't I get the fucking
We're going to CraveCon next week or next month. So
Did
that's,
you get invited to that one, or you just?
we're one of the guests.
Okay.
Yeah, one of the guests going to it. Yeah, but you know what though, Rab, I gotta disagree with you on one point. Me and Trump have something in common. I have questioned your Americanism many times. Play the clip, Lee. You're our editor. Play the clip.
Wait,
there you go. You just heard it. Jake, you better put something entertaining in there.
I will. Yeah, I'll put something in there.
I am a real American.
There you go.
Well, speaking Rab, it's not even you that's a small world on that shooting. I don't know if any of you know who Total Biscuit is. Ali probably does.
Yeah.
Total Biscuit's a really big video game reviewer. One of his admins on his Reddit page was killed in that attack.
Oh,
That's insane.
wow.
How small world is that? He had to make a little video tribute for him and everything.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's
sucks.
really messed up.
It's really messed up. Yeah, that guy. Fuck
Yeah,
that
I mean,
guy.
the whole thing hit really close to, like, I mean, I do spend a lot of time in Orlando, as most people from.
Now you kind of know how I felt when they did that shooting out here. When the guy
San
went
Bernardino?
at a San Bernardino shooting. Like, I was like, wow, okay, well, now it's like here. It's not.
Yeah, I mean, I know.
Not.
I had to start checking in with friends immediately.
Yeah.
There's a shooting in Orlando at a club.
One of our WeCast, our girls that pops every once in a while, her name is Chelsea. I believe it's her grandmother was in the building when that happened and hid in a closet with a couple of people. So like that's how close to home that kind of stuff happens. It's so strange. Like you just have no connection to it, and then all of a sudden.
Yeah,
boom.
honestly, it's true. I mean, it's not like I'm some moron and go, oh yeah, people get shot, whatever.
Ooh,
No,
yeah,
I understand it's a big deal, but when I start having to text people to be like, hey, yo, are you okay?
Yeah.
That's when it becomes like, damn.
I was really worried about Lee because I know Lee flies to Florida and attends gay clubs all the time.
all the way from Canada. Huh?
It was a work weekend. I couldn't.
Try to bring
Hey,
some.
for the record, Lee, you'd be allowed at Latino night even though you're not Latino.
You gotta wear that eye patch though.
Yeah,
in your
well, that's the
Skype
thing. That's the
picture.
thing.
You should wear it. I don't know if you have to, but you definitely should.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we want to get into wrestling then.
Yeah, I won't go into detail on how it affected, like how I was connected to it. I won't go into that detail. So I'll.
Okay, good. Because I don't usually care much about your personal life.
Good.
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 We'll have no personal
Fuck Donald
life.
Trump.
Yeah, I work in news, so that's pretty much explains itself. Anyway, I think we should talk about motherfucking Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
New world champ. I don't even know what to say. I was freaking out. I don't know about you guys. Probably not as much as me, obviously. But,
Yeah. It was hard to get into Ambrose's win because I was so shocked that Rollins beat him clean.
Yeah.
I was still reeling over that. Like I didn't even think of Ambrose coming because I was like, he just beat Roman Reigns clean, which is something that I would have. That would have been like I was as shocked as when Undertaker lost his streak. I was like, "There's no way that's happening," and he just fucking beats him clean in the ring.
I wasn't that shocked.
I was about to say, that's pretty shocked.
I was pretty fucking shocked about it, and that's
I wasn't
know about the wellness suspension, but that's why it happened. But still, I mean, at the time, you were like, "Wow, that's a game changer."
I was very surprised, but I definitely wasn't that. I mean, because when Undertaker when that happened, like my entire life changed. Like reality, left was right, right was left. The sky was green. You know.
I thought that Reigns was like untouchable until at least SummerSlam, and even then, I thought he was keeping it until Mania. So like this was absolutely jaw-droppingly shocking to me, and I thought it's great though. Like I was talking to my co-host Chris, and I was like, this is the way it should be. Like there should be 10 guys who are in the main event, who are kind of rotating in and out depending on, who's feuding with who, and anybody can beat anybody at any time. Unless you're like a Lesnar. And then, of course, you keep him protected until it's time. But, like, Rollins should always have a chance to beat Reigns. Reigns should always have a chance to beat Rollins. It makes things interesting that Reigns isn't just going to win every match. And I really liked the match a lot, and I loved the finish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that Razor's Edge into the sit-out powerbomb, that was fucking sweet.
There were so many nice, like the reverse pedigree, the reverse pedigree and spear. The reverse spear into the pedigree was fucking phenomenal.
That was amazing. Yeah.
But I want to talk about before we get into that part. Let's start further at the beginning of the card, a little bit more towards the beginning of the card,
so I can snore away because most of it was pretty bland and
a shitload of it was. The Sheamus match was terrible.
No shit.
I hate Apollo Crews with a passion.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
I don't hate Apollo Crews.
He did a couple flashy things. I mean, he wasn't horrible.
Well, he does flashy things.
I have a better personality than him, and I would do better in WWE.
True, it's this personality. He does some flashy stuff that looks nice, but yeah, he's got
small small lucha Bobby Lashley, like the exact same personality.
Oh god,
and he's fucking awful. And I can't. And I know he's gonna get a main event push within the year. I guarantee it because Vince, for some reason, is like, we gotta push a minority, get him in there. He looks like Bobby Lashley and wanted to suck his dick 10 years ago. Or whatever.
Speaking of that the Rusev, the U.S. title match with what's that guy's name?
Titus.
Titus, that's his name.
He's my number one most hated on the roster. I fucking hate Titus O'Neil.
Sucks.
Awful.
I like how they tied in his family though. He was Father's Day. He had his kids at ringside. He gave him hugs and.
No.
I mean,
oorah.
There's nothing wrong with the dad like kissing his kids. Obviously, that's a completely normal thing. But for some reason, when I saw it, I instantly went, "Whoa, what?" Because he like grabbed his kid and just
kissed him on the mouth, right? How gay is that?
No, that's fine.
So gay.
No, that's
you're gay, dog.
What? But no, he just basically got this shit beat out of him in front of his kids, which was hilarious to me. And then Rusev went right in front of his kids and taunted him and everything. That was nice. Yeah. But now they're like, it looks like they're wedging Jack Swagger into the mix kind of now. Like a three-way. How fucking great is that going to be?
No. The program with Titus should have ended in Money in the Bank.
I agree.
That should have been just.
Yeah, I think they're going to work a three-way into it now for their little feud. That would be horrible. But
unless Rusev just walks over them in like 5 minutes.
He probably will.
Sets them up and makes them tap together at the same time, and then Vince walks down and hands them their pink slips, so I never have to see Jack Swagger, stupid dog barking gay man, ever again.
Yeah, Jack Swagger.
Jack Swagger.
Oorah.
Hate him. I hate Titus O'Neil. At least Swagger's an okay wrestler. He just has no personality. But Titus O'Neil is literally like watching a giant piece of dog shit try to roll around in the ring for a while. He has not gotten any better. And Rusev is amazing, by the way.
Yeah,
I fucking love his character. But it sucks because he'll never be as good as he was on his first run with Lana because they broke him up. So no matter what, he still cannot achieve main event status. Like this is as high as he will get.
Yeah, they clipped his balls and they clipped Lana's balls. Stephanie McMahon just walked over, like, fucking amazing, man.
What she always does. Nobody gets over on Stephanie, no matter what. The ultimate heel that never gets her comeuppance.
They need to hire Moose to replace Titus. Getting the Moose from ROH. He's like his contract's up now. Fucking sign that motherfucker up, man.
Yeah,
Moose is awesome.
I'm unaware of who that is.
Yeah, I've seen him a couple times.
Fucking awesome.
He's good. He's on their radar right now. There's rumors that it's him. I think Roderick Strong is actually like they're pretty much saying he's signed.
Yeah.
I think he's doing the testing, but I think Moose is on their radar once his contract's up.
Isn't he wrestling for TNA though? I thought he was
ROH.
No, ROH, but he just had his last match, and I think he stopped taking indie bookings past a certain point. So he's doing the testing right now. They're hiring everybody they can for this brand split now.
Okay.
But Moose has only been in it for 2 years now or so, and he's like leagues better than fucking Titus ever has been.
Oorah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's pretty obvious they're not going to do much with Titus after this. I wouldn't think.
He's too old too.
Apology to him. That's all it is. They're like, sorry, we overreacted. Here, get crushed by a guy pretending to be Russian.
Yeah.
He doesn't pretend to be Russian anymore.
But he doesn't go on the flag anymore, does he? I don't.
No,
think.
He's Bulgarian. They call him Bulgarian Brute.
Yeah, they switched it, but I'm still kind of doing it.
Yeah. I still think he needs to come out in the fucking tank. But every show. But the ladder match, holy fuck, the Money in the Bank. You didn't like it? What do you mean you didn't like it?
What? It was great.
Honestly, I did not like it. Lee, I think Lee's with me on this one. I did not like it.
Yeah, you didn't like it, Lee?
Yeah, but I'd never agree with Lee, so that doesn't surprise me.
It's all right. Okay, I want to hear why you guys. I'm gonna let you guys go on first on this because I have a lot to say about it.
Well, first of all, there was lots of awesome spots. They had another spot where Kevin Owens got killed by Sami Zayn. I don't remember the exact spot, but when he got slammed on the ladder. Yeah, and he was just like hanging the Bray Wyatt upside down death thing.
Yeah, he was doing that in PWGs and Ring of Honor a couple times. So that's surprisingly you wouldn't think it. That's actually a spot they've done many times.
Really?
Which is insane to say. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised they got it cleared. They probably didn't get it cleared.
It's like with all these Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens things. There's always gifs of them doing it for years. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That people put together afterwards, like, look, watch them do this spot 9 times.
Yeah.
Del Rio surprisingly wasn't a complete fucking waste of time. I mean, I don't remember all his spots, but anybody listening that has been listening knows I fucking hate Del Rio, and he actually was not completely worthless. He had some good spots in there.
His segment was my favorite in the entire match.
Which one?
The little series area, he was just basically taking everyone the fuck out there for like a minute or two.
Yeah.
That was my favorite part of the match because that was like really well done.
Yeah, and one thing that I was not a big fan of was the Cesaro again doing the same exact thing with the elbow with the European uppercuts in each corner, and then
I don't know what's with
Owens
that
followed right
long.
up. Yeah, Owens followed right up with the little tumbleweed, whatever you call that shit, the barrel roll,
the fat man or whatever. Cometh.
Yeah.
That whole move that Cesaro's doing now with the guys in the corner just takes too long. It's not. Yeah. It's not interesting. It's slow. It's slow compared to everything else that he does.
That felt like the whole match.
No, that was for real for me. That was the only part that I can remember not liking was the uppercuts and then followed by the little barrel rolls from Kevin Owens. But the big swing to Chris Jericho into that fucking ladder, that was fucking insane. That was nice. Took Jericho out. That was very nice. Other than that, I can't really remember. I'm trying to think what else Jericho did. Of course, Jericho's.
I think he was the worst part of the match because every time that he ran, he was involved in a lot. Yeah. And every time he came in, the match died. Like, it just slowed the fuck down. I get it. You're a veteran. You like to slow things down. That's his style. Like, hey, let's not get crazy. But, like, the match kept starting to pick up, and then Jericho would come in and you'd be like... And then that's why, I love that spot where Cesaro just launched his lazy ass into the ladder.
He slammed him into that shit. That was really nice.
I don't know. I just can't get behind Jericho since Mania. Like, I just feel like he's gotten lazy as fuck, and he makes the excuse that, I'm a veteran, and then like you hear him on his podcast going like, I had one of the best matches at Mania with Styles, and I'm like, no, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, you fucking didn't, and it was Styles. Like anybody has a good match with Styles, but no, there was one thing in particular I didn't like, and they did it halfway through the match. It was when they built the concoction in the ring. The entire match fucking died, died. They couldn't do anything anymore. They just sat there for half the match like punching each other. Nobody could do spots, and so it started to build up really good. And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, well, we're not going to move these. This is the finish, and it just bored the shit out of it. I'm like, nothing is happening. They're just punching, and the crowd started to die too because they're not doing anything anymore. They're just kind of limited because they have nothing to do.
What I found very strange about that spot, besides the fact that it was just weird, the announcers were not doing them any favors. They're just like, what are they doing? I don't understand this. I'm like, shut the fuck up, bro.
Yeah, all they had to say was that.
Let them build.
They want an easier way to climb up the ladder real quick. There you go. Boom.
Will you guys shut up for a second? Jesus, you're burying your own guys.
Fucking erector step, bro.
What are they doing? This is so weird. I don't understand what this guy's doing. He's doing it too. Oh, shut up.
I don't know.
Burying themselves and the wrestlers at the same time.
I wish I had it a little more fresh in my mind. I'd have to go back and watch the match, but I remember enjoying the match though. At the end of the
I enjoyed
show.
it very much more. Yeah, I don't remember a lot of it because it's been already a week and a half.
Yeah, I
2
know.
weeks almost.
To me, that's a bad sign, though. That's a sign of a weak
That is
match.
true.
You
I remember
can't
some
recall
stuff.
like specific spots.
I didn't say it was one of the best matches I've ever seen.
No, but I know.
enjoyed
I
it.
just I don't
remember
even think it was a good Money in the Bank, though. I think it was
Well,
one
I
of the
remember
weakest
sitting
ones they've ever
there
had.
and enjoying it while I sat there and
I think to me
watched
too,
it.
the WrestleMania ladder match was so much stronger with such better, bigger moments that this
Yeah.
just felt like a rehash, and it was a lot of the same guys too. So it was just kind of like a rematch of that, but oh my god, I don't know. Everything felt off. Like they would start to get rolling again. Like I'd say Owens and Sammy would start doing some stuff, and you're like, okay, we're getting some momentum. And then like you said, the Cesaro stuff. Then Owens that just took way too much time. And then they built the thing. It took forever to build it, and then they're just sitting there like punching. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
I don't know.
You know what I think they do really need though? They need a new mechanism to release the belt. That takes too long.
It takes it's over.
It takes
Oh
forever.
well, yeah, that was
I wasn't a fan of
And-
Ambrose winning either. That was another thing I heard. I felt like it was redeemed by the end of the night because I liked what they did with it.
I was shocked.
But like when he grabbed it, like nobody. I mean, he got a cheer, but was definitely not the most over babyface in that ring. And because again, Lesnar killed his heat at Mania, and he hasn't been the same since. Even right now on Raw, I feel like he's getting a good reaction, and I think he's doing okay. But imagine if he had beat Lesnar and he had just a fucking rocket strapped to his ass, as they say. I mean, people would be really behind him. But right now, he's just that guy that Lesnar fucking killed.
Yeah, and
So,
and if you
I
had
don't know
beat
if I agree with
Lesnar,
that.
if you had beat Lesnar,
Yeah,
the
I
Lesnar
mean-
rematch, the potential Lesnar
Oh, it'd be
rematch,
huge right now.
Huge,
SummerSlam,
yeah.
him versus Lesnar.
I mean, that's possible. I mean, we don't
I-
know
I-
yet. That might be a thing.
I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. The idea that people are still think of him as the guy who lost to Lesnar. I don't think
But
anyone.
listen to his reactions, though. They've tried really hard to get him back too by cleaning house on Jericho. He's beaten Owens several times on TV. He's being protected since Mania because they know they fucked up. He didn't even look good against Lesnar. He looked like a fucking kid in there trying to play with an adult in a sandbox. It doesn't.
Yeah, right,
that sounds like a JR comment.
My God.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's getting better. I think they're recovering from it, but he's not going to hold that title for very long. Like he's going to drop it soon.
I was surprised that he won the fucking Money in the Bank. I did not think they were going to give it to him. I don't know why, but
No, I thought for sure he was going to win it.
did you really?
Yeah,
Yes,
I did too.
Lee, did you
for
think he
sure-
was going to win? I didn't think
No.
he was going to win.
No,
I did
I
because
was-
I figured they were
Who's
setting
gonna
up
win
the
it?
Shield triple threat.
Yeah,
so
I thought
figured
for sure they were
that's
going to
what
set up
wanted.
the Shield triple threat.
I guess I don't know
For-
why it wasn't.
I thought it was going to be for SummerSlam, but
Yeah.
I
Well,
thought-
Meltzer.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
they're
I'm
blowing it
sorry,
early. It looks like.
I thought it was honestly. I thought Owens would have been a better choice because
Yeah.
you need a strong heel with the Money in the Bank to talk it up every goddamn week because that's like Owens' biggest strength. Honestly, even though he's a great wrestler, his biggest strength is his fucking mouth, and he's running his mouth every time. And I mean, the best thing honestly about Money in the Bank match was the promo beforehand,
Yes,
where
you just-
Owens
Good.
came in and raped Jericho and Del Rio.
Sure
in that
did.
segment backstage.
Destroyed them.
Yeah.
That was
Well,
awesome.
I mean, maybe he would have been the better choice, but at no point did I think they were going to pick him.
Meltzer said a week up until the event he was going to win. He was the guy. But then somebody came up with the Shield triple threat, doing it earlier than SummerSlam, which I guess was again the original plan. And everything, I think everything changed because of Lesnar and UFC. Like they want to highlight Lesnar as quickly as possible, so SummerSlam will be when they do it. So I think everything kind of got pushed forward. So instead of Owens winning the Money in the Bank, they went with Ambrose to get the triple threat building up.
I mean, maybe that's the thing. I don't know.
That's what Meltzer's usually pretty good, not all the time, but
Well,
I mean
yeah, I'm sure
that
he
makes
knows more
sense
than
when
us.
when I hear it from him. That makes sense that the
No, I
Lesnar
think-
thing threw
I
everything.
think the
into
four of
chaos.
us like just talking shit at each other is way better than Meltzer.
Yeah, it's way better than his inside.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
No,
I think
I was
that's true. Do you think it's true, Rami? Yeah, that's two of us. That's way better than
Yeah,
one. That's just
fuck
Meltzer.
you, Dave Meltzer.
Yeah,
What does that guy know?
I just remember I was taking a shit. I was watching the show on my iPad because right before the match started, I'm like, oh no, I gotta take a shit. So I grabbed my iPad, I ran in there, I loaded up the network on my iPad, and I was watching it. And I've never marked out so hard while taking a shit before. I'm not even kidding. When he won, I like put my iPad down and I was doing I was like moving my legs back and forth. I was like, oh, yeah, trying not to be too loud.
excited that the shit went back up into your asshole?
It didn't quite go that far, but I'm not even kidding. I was so excited, but it wasn't even close to what I felt after. I'm not even kidding. I can't remember really being that happy or that excited about like wrestling in like a long, long time. I don't know why. I felt like a little
because he's your guy.
kid.
That's like
I know.
how I felt when they gave Bryan the belt.
I just turned.
Exactly. That's how I felt when Daniel Bryan won the belt.
Yeah,
I know, exactly. But I just turned 29. Obviously, this is crazy. I know everything's obvious the way it is, but man, that shit was amazing.
Why are you trying to say that your experience with Dean Ambrose winning is different and not as special as my experience with Daniel Bryan?
I don't know. God,
he hates Daniel Bryan so much.
Daniel Bryan's piece of shit. No, I'm just kidding. I really don't hate Daniel Bryan. I hated the reason behind all that, but I'm not getting into that shit.
Yeah, you do. You hate him so much. You fucking
hate his guts.
But
my only question is, did you remember the wipe afterwards?
Did I? I did do the wipe. I had plenty of time after the match. I still have. Yeah, man, I can't remember being that happy. This is going to sound stupid, but the last time I remember being that excited about wrestling was when, this is going to sound stupid, but when Triple H won the title, when Triple H won the title from, I think, Kane and Goldberg in the triple threat match.
Oh my God.
I know that sounds dumb. Why? I was over at my friend's house because I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it at all. We were watching it. This is what happened.
Oh, shit.
I know I'm the worst. I know I'm the worst.
My other favorite moment was.
I know. No. But this is.
I don't care what your reason is.
No, it's because I was shocked.
It was almost as good as when Triple H beat Big Papa Pump.
Yeah, we're done.
Triple H is my all-time favorite.
Can we get Peanut back?
No, fuck off. Why can't you let me talk? Why can't you let me talk? Look, Triple H.
This is the dumbest, shocking moment that anybody's ever said. No. I'm shocked at your dumb, shocked moment.
I was actually going to get behind you here. I was going to I can respect that. That Dean Ambrose thing, that was the moment for you. I can respect that because, I had that same sort of mark-out moment when CM Punk beat John Cena after the pipe bomb thing. Sure. It's like, I marked out. I went back to being a child watching wrestling. And then you bring up fucking Triple H and Goldberg and Kane. The disparity between those two things is just so out of whack.
And that one time when one of the Bellas won the Divas title, I was so shocked.
I don't know. Listen, man, I don't know why. Triple H is my favorite all-time wrestler, and it was a shock. I didn't expect him to win the title. I remember the day. I remember I was over at my friend Elias's house. We were watching it. His brother was in the back bedroom. Triple H won. I jumped up. I ran down the hallway screaming that Triple H won the title. I don't know why.
This doesn't make you sound, but just stop. Just admit you have a problem and your moment sucks, and let's move on with the lives. All right.
I'm just saying.
I still remember
your friend supported you in this.
I still remember when those sirens went off, and it was like, "Woo! Big Papa Pump is your hookup," and you're like, "Oh my God, Scott Steiner's here!"
I'm just being honest, guys.
At Madison Square Garden was a better moment than Jake's title win.
I'm not saying there was a better moment than anything. I'm just saying I was shocked, and it was in the moment. Triple H was my all-time favorite. He won the world title that I was never even close to expecting him to win. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that was better than anything else. I'm just saying that shocked me. Like when Dean Ambrose music hit, I fucking lost it
for years to come. And we're never gonna forget this moment, Bomber.
That's fine. That's fine.
Live this down.
Hey guys, you remember that time on Raw when Mankind beat Naked Midian?
Oh man, yeah, I got up and I was like running around because I never expected it.
Dude, you guys are fucking assholes. Yep. I came and I let you guys in on a personal one of my deepest, darkest wrestling moments.
I mean, I would keep it really secret if I were you.
I'm so proud of it.
I can understand why it's deepest and also darkest.
I'm just telling you guys.
Some things cannot be unheard.
No, it's too late now. It's over. Every single day I'm going to tell you about it.
I'm proud of that moment. I'll never forget that moment, so I'm fine with that. But anyway, yes. I was a little schoolgirl screaming when Dean Ambrose won the title. I even text my girlfriend who was at work, and I'm like, oh my God, Dean Ambrose won the title. She's like, what? Oh, cool. And I was like, yeah, fuck you. You don't know how crazy this is.
I liked it a lot, but I also kind of hate the cash-ins where they just hit one move. I kind of prefer when they have like a couple-minute match, and Rollins didn't look like he was completely dead. And of course,
I agree.
They had to book Dean being kind of an asshole and doing the hit from behind, which like, can they not make up their mind with what they want from Dean? Because it just seems like every week he does something that either contradicts his character or builds him in another direction.
I don't think it contradicts his character. I think his character is just like, he's a wild card.
Yeah, he's a loose cannon. He's a wild card. Perfect. Yeah, he's a wild card.
But you wanted to get him off and running as like a babyface champion, and you have him sucker punch a guy who's getting better reactions than Reigns.
Well, so because of the history they had, maybe. I don't know.
Those are two different things. One thing you're saying, they're not properly building him as a babyface, sure. But I don't think it contradicts his character. It contradicts him being a babyface.
I just don't like it. I like how somebody was like pointing out all the ways that he's cost himself championships, and they were like, "Well, I can't believe he actually hit him with the briefcase because I figured he would have fucked it up. The briefcase would have blown up as he was running."
He would have found a TV set somewhere and had it
exploded in his face.
Somehow he fucks it up. Yeah. So it was a good moment. I didn't see it coming, but I was way more impressed with Rollins beating Reigns clean. Like that was the best.
That was also a shocker. Yeah.
Yeah,
that was way more shocking to me than him coming out.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
But I honestly thought he was going to win, and then I thought he was going to come out after Roman, beat Rollins.
Well, that would have even been a crazier against his character coming out against his friend and cash it in and hit him.
Well, he had said on Monday before he was going to do that. Yeah. So,
well, the one thing I wanted to mention too is how much I hate Charlotte now.
That match was pretty bad. Yeah,
it's not like the matches; it's the fact that they took away the thing. They took the one thing away from her that made her interesting, which was Ric Flair's fucking wackiness.
Yeah, don't say that. That's just.
But he was the only thing that was good about her. Like now,
the only thing.
No, she's starting to piss me off because you see Sasha getting better, you see Becky getting better, but she's just the same as she was, if not worse. Like I feel like her turning heel has started to make her kind of crap, and you can see if she's not facing Becky or she's not facing Sasha, she's nowhere near as strong as she needs to be, especially as the head of the division.
Yeah,
she's starting to.
I do not disagree.
Oh my god, you're just disagreeing with everything, Rab.
I said I do not disagree.
Oh, I thought I'd say Rab's on his own mission today.
He's with me.
I don't disagree. I mean, I've been talking up the divas, the divas girls, the four horsewomen for a while, but. Yeah, I don't know what's up with Charlotte. It's just it's so stagnant.
Yeah, it's because it's main roster now, and it's not the same as NXT. I mean, look at what fucking Asuka's doing. Like every week on NXT, she's fucking kicking ass, and her matches are interesting.
Well, she kicked ass already before she got to NXT. I don't think it's NXT. I think it's a Charlotte problem.
I think it's a problem.
Well, it's partly a Charlotte problem in the fact that yes, Rick is gone, but they're not booking the women the same way they booked them on NXT. They're just kind of going back to diva booking.
I think that they're booking her badly again because she's falling apart. Like she's not. You watch her match quality and like little things are starting to happen. Like I didn't notice before. Like she's slipping up a lot. A lot of her moves aren't looking as crisp. Her psychology is fucking garbage. Which I always thought it was at least decent in NXT, but. It feels like she's just regressing the more she's out there. Like maybe she's not comfortable because
maybe
they don't.
Maybe it's the schedule.
Yeah, maybe that too. That's
quite very
possible.
I don't know.
But like I feel Sasha is, like she's not been on TV a lot, but when she's out there, she's great. Becky, I feel like Becky has grown the most as a character and has gotten the best in terms of in-ring ability. Like she has thrived in this environment every time they've given her a chance. Sasha will see, because now she's back on TV after a referee gave her a concussion, which somehow they blamed her for. I don't really understand how that works, but like Charlotte's just, oh god, I don't know. Something needs to be done because I feel like her being the champion for this long is killing their division at the moment.
Yeah, she needs to be beaten, rebuilt.
Yes. Yeah, Sasha's going to do that probably at SummerSlam, but that might be too late. Like, just get rid of it. Just change it now.
It's a good thing I don't give a fuck about women's wrestling other than Asuka.
I do, damn it. Yeah, Asuka needs to as well. Asuka's being, a lot of those people are being wasted on
The funny thing is, I want to care. I'm trying to, but it's tough. It's tough.
I just like watching Asuka kick people. She's basically the female Nakamura. She's just kicking people in the head. I love it.
She is.
So as far as the last thing about Money in the Bank I want to talk about, guys, what did you think about the AJ and Cena match?
Okay, so this is one I really want to rant about.
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say too.
How much? Okay, let's put an example out here. I'm starting to get so fucking tired that every time Cena gets put into a feud with somebody, oh, you got to turn heel. This isn't gonna work if you're not a heel. When he feuded with Punk, what was the best match that they had?
Money in the Bank.
Yep.
And were they both baby faces?
Yep.
Well, yeah.
So when they turned heel, they did have. Granted, I will give. They were.
Technically,
Punk totally was a baby face at that point.
That's when he was threatening the leave.
He just literally turned for the 3-week build-up. He was being a total baby face. He turned. You cannot argue it. Go watch his promos. The only person he was calling out was
many times.
He was kissing the fans' asses like crazy, but he was doing it on purpose because he wanted to get cheered. But the reaction I'm saying is that the actual match, they both played babyface. In the match, there was no heel. There was no low blows. There was no dirty bullshit. They just fought each other. And that was the best match. Then when Punk turned heel later on in a year to face Cena, nobody cares about those matches. They had one really good match on Raw. I'll give them that. But for the most part, their pay-per-view matches are completely forgettable. Because it's just like, why does everybody have to turn heel to fight Cena or Rock, for that matter? Both of them do this thing. And like I feel like Money in the Bank would have been so much stronger if it was face AJ versus face Cena.
I think the SummerSlam match was really good.
So, yeah. So you didn't think
the Cena Punk SummerSlam match I thought was really good.
I enjoyed a lot of. I don't remember not enjoying any of the Cena and Punk matches.
No, I know, but
I don't think they were forgettable matches that weren't very good. I think
but none of them were as good as Money in the Bank when they were both initially.
Well, none of them were as good as the first one.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. This one, though, I don't think.
The first one was really special. But the first one was really special. It was a really special occasion. Everything around it was really special.
This one was really special, though. AJ versus Cena 1 should have been a big deal, but instead they turned AJ for no fucking reason. And all of a sudden he goes from... Okay, so here I laid this out when I was talking to Chris earlier in the day. I was saying, okay, here's how they could have done it. Because it's not unheard of to have AJ as a heel versus Cena. I could get behind it. But the logic of him facing Reigns for 2.5 months and saying, I will not turn heel. That was the storyline they were going for, is that I love the fans and I can beat you. And then he follows through, but then the first moment Cena gets back, he just, never mind, forget that, fuck it, I'm heel now. Like, all they had to do was have him be so frustrated with Reigns that he clearly turned on Reigns like maybe a week before their final match with each other, and then go into the feud with Cena as a heel. But why does he have to be a chicken shit? The club should be, like in Japan, they weren't chicken shits. Like, Bullet Club acted sometimes like chicken shits, but they're a threat because they were so badass and cool, and now they're just like... total just generic Jericho baby, like the chicken shit. Really annoying. I hate it. I don't like it at all. I fucking loathe their characters.
And I mean, that match was a really competitive match, and fucking AJ countered Cena at every fucking corner. You know, like he was just like wrestling fucking rings around him. And it was a great match, except for Cena, of course, doing his usual, I'm going to call the entire match vocally to everybody.
Loud. He was so
that was really bad.
Yeah.
Hated that.
And the cameraman was on all the wrong places.
Oh yeah, they didn't give a fuck.
It was always like, let's look at their faces while they're in this corner talking. I'm like, man, you could have put that camera anywhere else.
Yeah.
Man, that was still a great match, though.
The match was awesome.
It was a fantastic match until the end.
Yeah, I didn't like the ending at all.
But the end ruined it. It just I hate it. The rest of the match became.
I wouldn't say ruined it, but it wasn't. It didn't help it.
Just have like low blow Cena and roll him up if you're going to do that. Like, don't have the cronies come out and make AJ look even worse. Because now when they have a rematch, I don't care. Because obviously Cena's going to beat him and destroy him. So, like, why couldn't AJ have done it himself? Why did he need the club to come out and help? I don't. Why? It's such.
And how nothing are Gallows and Anderson in WWE, man? They're like the Truth Commission, for fuck's sakes. Like, they're that bad.
Anderson on Raw in a minute. Well, yeah. I'm like, you couldn't have given them a 15-minute competitive match where he, like, eventually you beat him? I'd be fine with that. He killed him in a minute! Mm-hmm. I don't know, like, what? That shows what they think of Anderson. It could be so much better if they just made the club like, an actual threat, and instead they're just 3 man babies that are going to get crushed by Cena in the process.
It's fucking pathetic. Fucking Anderson was, like, the top fucking gaijin in fucking Japan for years. Like, this is a guy who rebuilt his career in Japan.
Yeah. Why bring these guys in though with this reputation if they're just literally going to treat them like jokes? Like there's so much money to be made. Obviously,
well, he was Festus, so.
Yeah, but there's so much. I get a joke. There's so much money to be made. They are arguably the biggest, most popular faction in the world, next to NWO. Like in recent times, they are fucking world-renowned, huge. And you bring them in, and you're like, yeah, these three guys can't even fucking hold a candle to John Cena, and he'll beat all of them, no problem. Trust me, it'll be fine. Like, no.
Are you surprised though? Like for real?
Yes,
At Vince, are you really surprised? Vince is like,
I am, because what was the point of signing these guys and then treating them like generic nut? I liked how AJ was against Reigns. Because at least he was losing, sure, but he was losing as a man. And then all of a sudden, for no fucking good reason, he's like, oh yeah, no, I'm just gonna destroy like all 4 months of my character progression, and I'm just gonna become a generic fucking snotty baby, like asshole heel. I hate it. I hate it. I can't stand it anymore.
I mean, the Bullet Club's pretty much over with anyway.
It's done.
The original Bullet Club is dead, and I mean, they brought them in here on their name value, but they're treating them the same way they treated the NWO when they tried to resurrect them in the WWE. It's like Stone Cold just ran fucking over them in a couple months and they were done.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree.
I will agree with you saying that they are complete. Everything seems so awkward the way they're pulling everything off. As far as he was rejecting them, and then everything just flipped over, and everything just seems super awkward and off. And like they just made a last-minute decision to flip the script and just, oh yeah, he's gonna be heel. I agree 100% with the way the execution's being pulled off here.
It came out that they want AJ to be like the top heel of, it's like whatever brand. I think it's SmackDown that they're really to. They want him to be like the top heel. So I mean,
he was drafted to our Raw, by the way. So I don't know how people didn't pick that.
So I get the idea. He's not going to be the top face, obviously. So let's, it's kind of like a thank you for the good matches with Reigns. Well, we're gonna make you the heel then. You'll be the number one guy on the opposite spectrum. But at least come up with a fucking smart way of doing it. Like he just looks like an idiot. He looks like a total idiot. He deserves so much better than that. And that match with Cena, I would have even been fine with. He has the match with Cena. He loses clean to Cena, and he's so enraged that he low blows him or something. And then the club comes out and they reconcile, and then you have your feud set. Then that's a smart heel turn, but instead it's just like, okay, well now I'm bad. That's so wrestling carny bullshit.
That's not new.
But the good thing is, the matches are going to be great.
I don't know if they will be though.
No, I don't, because they don't know the fucking endings.
Yeah, the endings are below. That ending
that's the
is fucking
thing.
terrible.
God, that match was good until that match got really bad real quick, and then the match is bad now.
Yep, I agree, because that's all you're gonna remember is basically the ending. Like a match is only as good as its ending, in my opinion.
That's sad. That's sad. That's probably the best match Cena's had, even before he did the U.S. title run.
Yeah, since since some of those U.S. title matches. Yeah,
even though we heard him calling every fucking thing, it was.
Oh, stop it!
He's not gonna stop that.
No, he's not. I know, and that's why I can't get into his matches as much.
He was hitting AJ with moves, and he was like sticking him on the turnbuckle and saying, "You okay? You ready?"
Yeah,
which of course you could see because the camera was pointing right in their faces the whole time.
The worst one was
just put the camera anywhere else, guys. Anywhere.
They were both on the mat, and AJ started to get up, and they zoomed in on Cena's face, and he goes, "AJ, stay down!" And he just flops back down, and you go, "God damn it, John! Put a hand up!"
It would have been better if they. It would have been better if they just put the fucking cameras in the parking lot or something. Just anything but what they did. I mean, Jesus.
Just have AJ call it. Like, one of the rumors going around that Meltzer was even talking about was that, like, Cena's hearing is pretty shit now from all the years of taking shots to the head and stuff. Like, his ears suck. So it's like, okay, well, if they know that and they know he's going to be really loud, one, turn down the in-ring mics is an option. Two, have AJ call the damn match. It's not like AJ is some new moron. AJ has been wrestling longer than John Cena has. And he's not going to ruin the match by me hearing him say, like, "You good, AJ? You fine? I care about you. I love you. Let's make love."
Or just direct it a little bit better. Put the cameras on the other side. Put the volume down. Just a smidge.
Fuck.
You don't have to mic the ring like that, man. It's fucking crazy. And AJ is arguably the best wrestler in the world right now. I would put him up there in like the top 2 or 3 people. And
sure,
you don't need to have fucking Cena call that match. It's just stupid.
Yeah. I agree.
My problem isn't Cena calling the match. My problem is watching Cena call the match.
Or listening to Cena.
Cena called the match, and the match was great.
Yes.
So that's not the problem. The problem is, I mean, the fuck.
It's the problem is Grandpa yelling is what it is.
Get off my lawn, AJ.
Because obviously Cena's known for it, but I've never seen it that bad. That was probably the worst I've ever seen it.
I've seen it pretty bad, but that's as bad as it gets because they kept putting the camera in the face. The fuck! It's one thing when you're
so worried about those cameras.
It's so stupid because it's one thing when you hear it, but you're hearing a lot of shit. You got the fucking guys talking. You got people talking everywhere. It's another thing when it's just the fucking camera in their face. You might as well have been holding up fucking placards and shit. Here's a diagram of what we're gonna fucking do on the turnbuckle next. I mean, jeez.
They mic him like a singer, like with the little microphone in front of him. He's like, "All right, AJ, go over the top, drop down. I'll give you a clothesline." It's like, okay,
It was so bad that even the commentators didn't even dare try to fucking cover for it. It was like, they didn't do the usual, he's trash talking him in the ring and stuff like that. No, it's just like, we can't say shit. And it's just like, JBL's back to, I saw Stan Hansen in Japan telling the Van Vader.
Oh, God.
Good old JBL. So, yeah, anybody have anything else to talk about with Money in the Bank? I think so. Overall, what was your overall, like, good, bad, okay,
because the main event was excellent. Even though some people said it was too slow, I liked that. I liked that it started out a little slow and built.
That was great.
Instead of going like apeshit crazy on each other. But I thought it was excellent. Easily the match of the night for me. AJ and Cena I still think it was a really good match. But Cena, good fucking God, calm your tits with your calling of the match because it hurt it a lot. And also the fact that AJ had to become a little bitch for no reason also hurt the match.
Also, you saw it a lot. Just for the record, you didn't just hear it. You saw it.
You saw it, yeah. And so, but I did not care for the ladder match like you guys did, and I thought everything else was literally forgettable. So I thought it was kind of a below average pay-per-view for the most part.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. I enjoyed it.
I thought it was pretty good. A little bias on it, but I think it was pretty good. Again, it was for me. It was a 3-match show. Those 3 matches: ladder match, Cena match, and the main event was literally all you needed to watch. You didn't need to attempt to watch the rest of it.
I thought it was solid. It was pretty much on par with like their sort of solid stuff they've been doing lately, and there wasn't anything super exciting for me. That was it. I
agree because they've had a pretty good run of pay-per-views since WrestleMania, so I think it was they're keeping it up.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to do? Is there anything to talk about before we get to some Q&A?
I think I'm good. Yeah, I'm good for some questions. You guys good?
Yeah.
All right, because I know a lot of the stuff we could talk about are just going to be in the Q&A stuff.
Okay, well, let's do it. Let's hit the questions up.
All right, I'm going to go Twitter first. Now, I can't get to everybody's because there's a lot, but I'm just going to pick out the most interesting ones here. Sure. So Mick40in07 asks, Eric Bischoff returned before the brand split. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if he did a cameo, but he's definitely not going to be one of the general managers.
No,
I would be surprised if he made a cameo on it.
No, as much as I love Eric Bischoff, as far as
of course
with his time in WWE, as a commissioner, that's the only time I really was big on him. I don't think so. No.
All right. No. This is from Beer Me Jesus.
Okay.
Will the WWE ever stop shitting on the Wyatts and make them a dominant force with Bray being the WWE champion? It's way too late for that, unfortunately. That's it. It's done. So they had their chance and then he got hurt. That was the final chance to turn him face. I felt like it was going to work. Then he got hurt. And now they're like, all right, well, you get hurt too much, so fight the New Day. Ugh.
Yeah, he's too injury prone. He's wailing mercy now at this point.
Yep, I think so.
Yeah, sucks. I as much as I love the Wyatt family, I don't think they're pretty much done.
They need to get Harper out of there. They need to break Harper off and do something with.
I hope so. Even though when they tried to do that last time, it kind of fell flat with when they gave him the IC title and stuff. When they broke him.
Yeah.
I hope they can do better, but
I think they could. I mean, but his character was still the guy from the Wyatt family.
True.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of his look. It's gonna be hard to like. I don't know.
We'd have to do something significant to change that.
They don't like ripping characters off, but I mean, come on. It's so fucking obvious. Just make him a fucking Bruiser Brody fucking clone, man.
Yes. Oh my god, that would be amazing. I love Bruiser Brody. Dude was way before his time.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right.
I hope so.
Next one. This is from 3J Platinum. If Shane and Steph weren't running Raw and SmackDown, who would you choose as GMs? I know my answer is I'm fucking sick and tired of general managers, and I don't want them at all. And like, give me a year of no authority figures, just wrestlers setting up things. Is that so crazy that they can't just allow the wrestlers to do things naturally and just say the powers that be? Like I miss those days.
It's been a long time since they've been like that.
They did it a long time ago, but it's been years and years and years since they've done it.
Literally ever since they brought Vince in, they've usually relied on like authority somewhere in the mix.
Well, yeah, Vince would disappear. Vince would disappear from time to time, and then somehow like people kept having matches and shit. And from time to time, you'd have some old guy come out and announce a #1 contender, and then he turn around and he disappear for a while again.
See, that's what I'd do. Like, here's how I'd bring Ric Flair back in. I'd make him the fucking new Jack Tunney, and you just see him every 6 months or something when there's a controversial decision.
I don't think Ric Flair would be a good choice for that though, because he's Ric Flair.
But I mean, like the character type, I agree with. Maybe not Flair, but like how
somebody old. I mean,
how Regal is in NXT is perfect because he only pops up like every
Regal's perfect. There you go. Yeah. That's who I'd use.
Are we talking like fantasy, like who we'd want GMs or what?
Yes,
like anyone we want.
If you had to, I will not pick them because I don't want GMs anymore.
You wouldn't even pick even.
No, it would be so fresh to not have GMs for like 2 years. I'm so sick of Triple H and Stephanie running all over the place. Like
I would use Regal on SmackDown the same way he works on NXT, and on Raw I would use
both shows.
but on Raw I would use the Raw anonymous general manager.
Oh my god!
Because that was the only. I actually liked the Raw.
Yeah, I did too because it was quick. It was
blah
quick.
blah blah blah. Please, you guys are gonna have a match now. Blah blah. It's over.
Yeah, he did. There was no like 30-minute opening where the computer had to talk. Like he got to the point. It was done, and it was quick and easy. I agree with you. It was good.
As I'm reading through some of the questions on the Twitter here, I would actually have to. This is me personal. I think it would be the best TV in the fucking world if you had Vince Russo and Jim Cornette as the two opposing GMs. That would be fucking great. No, fuck you.
Quit.
That would be so funny.
You know what? Your Triple H winning the title moment is now redeemed because
that would be
is the dumbest thing that's come out of your mouth.
That would be gold. Those two hate each other. Those two hate each other. That would be golden.
Nope. I think we're all in agreement. He go fuck himself on that one.
They're old, stupid, useless fucking people. I don't want them on the fucking anything.
Do you
yes, they hate each other. I could grab two fucking guys at my job that don't like each other either, but I don't want them on the fucking TV. I wish they weren't there. Fuck.
So you see, if this ever happened, do you realize legit that Jim Cornette would be going to jail for actual murder of Vince Russo? Like, it wouldn't be a storyline. It would just happen.
I don't care what you guys say.
That would actually...
That's funny. That's
okay,
great
in that case,
TV.
never mind. It'd be great.
That's
we
great
get rid
TV.
of both of them.
Yeah, they would just murder them.
One would end up in jail, the other would end up dead, and I wouldn't have to watch either of them.
All I'm saying is they would make good TV, and that's all I'm saying.
Cornette has a small chance of working, but Russo can go literally fuck himself every single night. He is a cancer on wrestling. Hey bro, Kevin Owens should be Adrian Adonis. He can't draw a dime unless he's Adrian. Fuck yourself.
They wouldn't tell you about Hulk Hogan, that piece of shit.
They wouldn't have a role in creative. This was literally them being the faces.
I don't want to watch them. I don't want to look at them. I don't want them to have a fake wall. Fuck it.
No, they're done. Leave my TV alone, please. Stay on YouTube where I don't have to watch you.
Anybody listening right now, you know that would make good TV.
Ever. No,
you have. Yes,
you like WCW. Shut up.
All right, let's move on.
TV. Okay,
this is from Old Nerdy Gamer. Do you think the New Day will break the record for the tag team championship for the longest run? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Which one?
Yes, are we? The one they keep counting down that's held by like London and Kendrick, who they don't care about.
They're like
SmackDown titles.
No, they're quite a ways off. It's like Survivor Series or something for them to get it.
It's like 19 days away.
No, it wasn't. It's a really long time.
No, they're over 300.
No, they're close.
They're very close. Yeah, they're extremely close to that.
It's a while off. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like it when they keep people with the title just to break a record. That was like when Nikki Bella did it, and I was like, I don't why.
I don't think they're doing that just to break the title, but I think they will break. What?
They should not have the titles anymore right now. They're so over. They don't need it, and give it to like a heel team. Like I'm ready for a heel team to be the champions. They've got so many babyface teams that could chase that I'm like, New Day just continually beat people. And
I fucking want Anderson and Gallows to get it. That's what I want to get.
Yeah, that's. I mean, honestly, I was like, they should have gotten those belts immediately, but they don't care about the club, so it's like, who cares?
I'm looking at it right now. Okay, days held: London and Kendrick, 331. The New Day, 312. That's from the day of us recording this on a Thursday.
One person had a really good idea. I think it would be a fun one-off. Was like the night before they were going to break it, like bring in London and Kendrick because they're still both active, and just have them do a match on Raw with them or something like that. I actually think it'd be fun.
They just re-signed Kendrick for the Cruiserweight series.
Yeah, and London.
Yeah. Well, Kendrick's been working there for a little bit.
Yeah.
Saw that.
But I don't know what's up with London.
Give London a payday. I'm sure he may have a lot of bad things to say about people, but he would definitely do it.
I haven't heard from London in a while.
Yeah, I think he's doing acting and stuff, but he's still simping indie shows around California here.
But
if Kofi and Xavier in the match, that would be that'd be good.
As long as Biggie doesn't keep doing the dive, then we're fine.
But if you want to know about the other, like the tag team titles, Demolition had them for 478 days. So I don't see that happening. No, I don't see them beating the Demolition.
No. All right. Next one is from Evan, and it says, "Does going through a table soften the bump like a crash pad effect?" No, I don't think it helps that much. It helps a little, because I haven't been through one myself, but when we did Backyard Wrestling, some of the guys bought an actual table, like the same one they use, and they said it hurts like hell. It does. I guess it cushions your momentum, but it still hurts because you have to put the person through with enough force to break the table. So
I went through one. It hurt like a motherfucker.
Well, yeah. I also have went through one, and I feel like it actually did take away from the
That's because it was CCW table, right? They pre-cut it because they're a bunch of pussies.
They don't fucking be an asshole.
Getting dropped.
You're just trying to
in general.
What
I'm trying to say is it definitely wasn't a crash pad.
I wouldn't say no. It's not like a damn cushion you're laying on, but I feel like also from obviously back in wrestling days, it to me personally, it did feel like I enjoyed going through it. It didn't hurt as bad. I feel like
I didn't enjoy going. Maybe we went through different because I didn't enjoy it at all.
Yeah.
So we can both answer this really quick with a yes or no. Do you think the Roman Reigns suspension is real or publicity? It's real.
It's real.
It's real.
It's real. Yeah.
That was from Gregory Cox. The next one.
I like how that wasn't a yes or no question, but.
Yeah, you're like yes or no.
No, but it's a positive light.
I mean, come on, Gregory. This is a publicly traded company. They can't lie about fucking drug suspensions.
Yeah, it's a fake black helicopters, Cole.
There it is.
All right, so this one's from at Larsing, and it says, "What would it take for you to completely give up on wrestling?" At this point, they could give me the worst product on the planet, and I can't. I can't do it. I am obsessed to the point where I will go down with the ship. Like I'm going down on Titanic, like Captain style.
It's clearly nothing. The answer is clearly nothing.
Yeah, I will be.
And then there's always old wrestling to watch.
Yeah,
all right,
that's true.
This is a good one. And I think we'll all have an interesting answer for it. It says it's from at Elvisa. Do you think any new or old belts should be added back into the flow?
Fuck no.
Well, they're doing a brand split, though, so that's why I think it's an interesting question.
Unless you're gonna,
last thing we need is more belts.
Unless you're gonna eliminate fucking US and Intercontinental and bring back like a TV title, no.
Unfortunately,
the only thing I think they should do is I still think there should be especially if they're going to start taking it more seriously. No, a secondary title to NXT for the lower end I think could work. But that's it. I think the main shows, Raw and SmackDown, are set, and I actually don't like the fact that they're splitting the heavyweight. But it feels like I get that everybody's trying to go for the heavyweight title in NXT, and that's nice to a point. But they have such a huge roster that I think they could fit in like a European title style or TV title thing.
Oh, you know what would work for there? Smoky Mountain Wrestling had a Beat the Champ TV title. Where what you did is if you got the title, you had to hold it for 5 weeks straight, and every week. And every week you got $1,000. So the idea was you would get $5,000 by the end of it for your 5 title defenses, and then the title would become vacant again, and then everyone could compete for it again.
That's pretty cool.
It's a little different. I don't know if it would work in today's, because they don't like mentioning money. Like that's one of the things that Miz does that I like. He doesn't do it all the time, but every once in a while he'll be like, "Because I'm champion, I make more money than you." I'm like, that should be the thing they say about all titles, but they rarely ever mention it.
Yeah. As far I mean, I really, I can't. I guess I
mean,
know.
I wouldn't mind a 24-hour like network title, as we've said.
I would love the hardcore title,
time to time.
But they don't.
Just like you get a little notification. Hey, these guys are at Funtime USA right now. You know.
Yeah, it's like you're watching some shitty WCW retrospective, and it's like all of a sudden there's a title match in progress at the airport. Like that'd be cool. That'd be different.
That'd be wonderful.
Yeah, some indie promotions have internet titles, for fuck's sakes.
Internet titles? What do you mean?
Like,
the internet champion.
Yeah.
Like what are they? Like what is that about?
It's just like stuff that pops up in their social media. It's like so and so won the fucking online internet title or whatever. You know, especially if their shows are like online. Like some promotions don't have TV, right? So
yeah,
it's like
CZWs, pay-per-views, internet pay-per-views.
Oh, I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah. I mean, they are actually doing a TV.
Getting Periscope now?
No, they're actually doing. They're actually doing
Periscope moonsault.
All right, there you go.
Oh no, his phone's starting to overheat though. That's the end of the match, guys. He's got to cool down. It's starting to.
They are doing.
Take it
TV.
home. Take it home, Rab.
Fuck you guys.
I'm running. We're running out of data. We're running out of data.
Yeah, my data's eating up, bro. I can't afford the bill. Take it home. Roll me up.
God.
Match.
I fucking hate you so much.
Periscope champion. No match can be longer than 5 minutes before my phone overheats, brother.
God damn, I hate you so much.
Yes. I like how this is becoming a thing too in the comments. There's a few people that are like, "Yeah, I love it when they make fun of CTW."
No, fuck off. But
right,
actually, they're doing TV tapings. Anyway, keep going.
Next one's from Matthew, and it says, "How do you think they will treat Roman after the suspension? He's still gonna be Superman. I can't see him coming. I think if he fucks up again, which there's no way it's gonna happen, but if he fucks up again, I could see them losing faith. But the way they've treated him during the suspension, the fact that he's the only one that's ever been allowed to like do a public apology, and they promoted it,
that was weird,
means that they'll keep pushing him Cena style when he comes back.
Yeah,
Orton has fucked up plenty of times, and he comes back, every time, so it's not gonna be a problem.
And here's their chance to push him heel when he comes back, and they're not gonna.
Never happened.
No,
never happened.
I wouldn't be surprised.
They've
if he
had a
won the title when
jillion
he came back.
chances. They don't want a chance.
Yeah.
Next one is from Mike Warren. How big is Batista's dick?
Ask Melina. She knows.
Melina knows. What? Is that a thing?
Yeah, they fucked.
That's a thing.
What? I didn't hear you. Broke up there.
Did you ever hear that story of Batista and Melina?
I did not hear that story.
Okay, let's go over this just real quick while I'm pulling up the Facebook, because that's all the Twitter ones. So while SmackDown was at its height and Batista was a champion, he was just fucking every diva possible.
Oh, I believe that, yeah.
Too, but he was just fucking every diva. So it came out that I guess like they worked that. Remember that promo where she was like flirting with him and he like grabbed her. Like at first you think, oh, he's not gonna fall for that tactic, but then he grabs her ass and like puts her on top of him and basically insinuates that in storyline he fucks her, and then she's like, oh, so you'll like lose to my boys tonight. He's like, no, but I fucked you because you're an idiot. That was a thing that happened on SmackDown.
That was a real thing on SmackDown.
So
that's pretty awesome.
Because of that, they got close. Yeah, he fucked her in real life too. So when he was fucking her, I guess like it didn't happen just once. It was a lot, like a while, like weeks at on end. And so Morrison knew it, and all the boys knew that he knew it, and the boys would come up to Morrison and be like, are you gonna let this happen? Like he's like, but he's just openly like smacking her ass, kissing her, flirting with her backstage, in at the shows. And the boys are like, you need to walk up and just punch him in the face and like take him down or do something because you're just looking.
I want to see Morrison take down fucking Batista.
Well, he's roided. I think he has speed. I think he could do something. If Jericho could take down Goldberg, I wouldn't be surprised if Morrison could take down Batista. So either way, all they were saying is even if you get your ass kicked, show that you're a man, because what was happening was he didn't do anything. Vince knew about it. Vince saw that he wasn't doing anything, and that's it. He was soured forever in Vince's face because he wasn't standing up for himself and being a man. So it didn't just hurt his relationship when she was fucking another man, but it hurt his push too. So that's it. Vince thought he was a pretty boy and not a tough guy, and that's why he never really did anything when everybody was like, oh, he's so good.
Maybe that's why they brought Matt Hardy back, because he was actually saying stuff about it. Maybe.
Yep, Johnny Mundo, he was actually Johnny Cuckold before he was Johnny Mundo.
Oh my god.
All right, let's go to Facebook real quick. Let's see. Brittany asks, "What is your favorite wrestling move?" I have always been very partial to. I enjoy the RKO or like the Diamond Cutter because I feel like it's the one move that anybody can hit on anything. I like wrestling moves that aren't complicated. Like the Stunner's another one, something that you can hit just on anybody at any time. Super Kick's another good one, but they get overcomplicated or they're like power moves. I think they're bad finishers.
Yeah. As for me, mine would be Pedigree. That's like to me the best finisher.
It's a good one. Yeah, it can be.
So I was gonna say. I was gonna say the Stunner because geez, for exactly the reason you can't. I used to love watching Stone Cold come in and just stun like 12 guys. Just boom, Stunner, boom, Stunner, boom, Stunner.
Yeah.
But if we're not gonna start, I'm a big fan of the F5. Always have been. Always will be.
Okay, I can see that.
I'm a big pile driver fan. I've always loved the pile driver. I've always liked it because it's been such a
rebel.
Well, it's such a move that in territories and stuff back in the day when I was watching that shit, where it's banned in certain places, and it was always a good heat getter, and I also like a really good fucking armbar as well when done well.
Oh yeah, good armbar.
Yeah, it's good. All right, Alan asks, who were your inspirations to get in the ring? Obviously, this would be those of us that wrestled. So I know Jake did, and I did like a half-ass version. Jake, who was yours?
Man, I started backyard wrestling when I was in 4th grade.
So your dad then, yeah?
Not really. I guess I was just big into WCW. All my friends, we would always just watch the pay-per-views, and we would go out there and it was a mixture of actually we wanted to do something on camera, and we came up with the easiest thing to do was wrestling because we were all into wrestling. We ended up later doing movies and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, we ended up doing filming movies and stuff, but that's way more complicated, and we ended up just doing wrestling. I'd started at 4th fucking grade, but no any single wrestler I can't really say, but I would say watching WCW with all my friends back in the day.
I'd say Jericho. Jericho was my big influence back in the day, and also Mick Foley. Those are probably the two that I took the most inspiration from. I think everybody that did backyard wrestling as a kid, though, took inspiration from Foley. That's
absolutely
going without saying. So those are mine. Did either of you guys do anything like that?
Yeah, I did as well. That's when I went through the stupid table.
Yeah, nice. Who was your guy then? Who did you resemble the most?
I would try to do a lot of obviously I wasn't as good as Chris Benoit, but I tried to do a lot of more technical stuff, but I got fucked up a lot.
Did you kill anybody?
I was small, so people put me through shit. Everyone, oh shit, we can pick him up, no problem, and just fucking throw me.
Oh, if you're asking who did we kind of take our style from, I would probably usually did my stuff from Triple H, later on, not early on, but later on, during high school and stuff, I had tried to resemble Triple H.
I was just a fucking kid hurting myself in the backyard with a bunch of my friends. Yeah, and I have tons of videotape.
Oh yeah, I still have all of our old shit, and it's horrible.
Yeah, I have everything. We start I have everything VHS tapes. That's what we started.
Yeah, I have those little tapes. I don't even remember what they're called. The little ones.
The little
DV tapes. Exactly.
Yep.
I have tons of little DV tapes of me getting hurt, but yeah,
behind me,
wrestler. I don't have an inspiration. I was just some fucking stupid kid hurting himself.
I have 4 or 5 DVDs of we did shows.
Kids don't try that at home.
Crazy too, because I imagine I want to ask all the CZW wrestlers right now who continues to inspire them to pretend to be wrestlers.
Wow. Do you know what? It's not
they're
even
more
going to work. It's not even going to work.
Oh, hold on, my phone's heating up, bro. I can't hit the moonsault. Let me cool down for a few minutes, and then we'll go back to it.
I'm not even falling.
Like I said, they don't really have real inspirations. They're just some stupid kids fucking hurting themselves.
Wow. They're more famous than their drug habits.
Every one of them. Who's your inspiration? Oh, Mick Foley when he jumped off the top of his garage.
That was his house, not his garage, by the way.
It was his house.
Okay. All right.
I also jumped off the top of my house. That was really stupid.
This is from Jacob, and he asked, will AJ Styles ever wear the WWE title before he's done in WWE?
I hope so.
Maybe.
I think he has a good chance.
I think he will
hold a title. The thing is, because title and there's going to be a world. There's going to be 2 titles.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He can definitely hold one of the 2.
He's going to have one of them. He'll have he'll have the world title equivalent. I think, guaranteed this year sometime.
He'll get the wonky Daniel Bryan title run kind of thing.
All right.
I see him. I see him by the end of his run getting a tag team title and a world title. I see him winning tag team titles at some point with somebody.
This next one's from Nick Maple. Who is the first wrestler you ever met in person? That's a good one.
Oh my god.
I mean, I know mine right away. I don't know which one because they were met in the same time span. But we met Paul London, and then I think after that we met Rene Dupree. And what's ironic is Paul London's known to be like super nice to fans, like a really good guy. And then Rene Dupree has this stigma of being just like one of the biggest assholes in wrestling. But Rene Dupree was like the nicest fucking guy to us. Like he was great. He signed our shit. And this is back when he was like the tag champion. He signed our shit, and then he also one of the guys was like, "Hey, can you do the dance?" And he did a little fucking dance for us, and he was gold. So I don't care what people say about him being a dick. He was great to us.
I gotta think. You guys go. I gotta think about this for a minute.
I pretty sure the first wrestler I met was the Big Show. After
Nice.
I was waiting for a flight.
That makes
no
me
joke.
so
I was just in the airport waiting for a flight, and who the fuck comes off the flight but the fucking Big Show? And of course, everyone starts mobbing him because you can see him from a mile away.
That's awesome. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I walked up to him and I was like, "Hey, I've been big fan of you for a long time." All that nonsense.
I've never really
the Big Show. No, I like the Big Show.
At that point, you probably did.
I'm not fucking Matt Zion over here bitching about the Big Show all the time.
We should have drafted him then.
Oh,
We
I
should have.
hate
That's
that.
why we lost.
Yeah, nobody drafted the Big Show. Fucking terrible.
Because he's ancient. This was a long time ago. But he was super, super cool. I didn't ask him for a picture or anything, but I did shake his hand. He was really nice. Really, really nice. Really nice to everyone who was around him. I also met The Rock once, which was really cool. But
Wow.
But by met, I mean, we're really stretching met there. I saw him. I didn't say any words. My wife makes fun of me till this day of me staring up at The Rock as he stands in front of me.
That's funny.
Just nothing. No words at all. Some woman told him that she really liked the game plan, that which must have been a lie.
Lee, what deep South veteran did you meet 30 years ago?
I've never met any actual stars. I worked with a guy who was a local indie talent here in the Maritimes, and I know a guy my dad knows who used to be a job guy like 30 years ago here in the Maritimes, and that was it.
Nice.
All right, do you have your answer now, Jake?
I was small. My dad was a wrestler back in the day. I always used to go in the locker room when I was like 5, 6. I want to say probably Wahoo McDaniel. I remember my dad was good friends with him.
Oh shit!
I have no idea who that is, by the way.
You don't know who Chief Wahoo? What?
McDaniel?
The fuck?
Oh come
Get
on, man!
Fucking off the show.
Lee,
Get Peanut
is
in
gonna
here.
kill you.
Yeah.
What did he work though? What was he a part of? What fed?
This was before like.
This is the territory.
Yeah,
the
this is territory time.
Well, then
yeah.
that explains it because I don't know shit about the
Yeah,
territories.
he was big. He was like crazy with his chops. I remember
was
my
the
dad
guy
would come
who-
home with like
yeah.
his chop. My dad's chest would be like just.
Was he
blistered.
related to The Rock?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
Oh my
he was an
god!
actual-
What is that?
He was an
Actual
actual
Indian?
Indian.
Yeah, he's an actual
Okay.
Indian. He was a
Yeah.
Native
No,
American.
because they used to do that. A lot of the Samoan guys, they would like pretend they're Indians because
Yeah,
they were
no, he
racist.
wasn't.
as fuck.
Yeah,
But-
no,
He was the first. He was the first guy who was like known for like doing chops and like opening a guy's chest open with them.
Yeah, as far as like famous, probably him. As far as not as famous, the Maestro. That was my dad's training partner. He's like in WCW. He was the Maestro. He goes as the
Him?
the
I
Stro
remember-
now.
I remember the Maestro.
Yeah, that was my dad's training partner. I hung around him a whole lot. So probably technically him, but as far as bigger names, probably Wahoo McDaniel. But that would
Nice.
probably be mine. Yeah.
The next one was from Lucy, and she had a good one. With the current roster right now, as it stands, what is your dream ideal WrestleMania match for this year? Because everything's changed quite a bit with a
For
lot
this
of
upcoming, you're saying?
yeah, for this
okay.
upcoming.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah.
I think mine is obvious because they're blowing it. They're blowing their load on it. I wanted the Shield. I wanted the Shield triple threat. I think
I would
that
love for that.
would be
Yeah.
amazing. I also think that Reigns.
I don't like triple
and
threat main
Lesnar-
events though.
I don't either, but I think that's the one that I would make an exception for. But Reigns,
Sure.
Lesnar 2, I think has a built-in story since there was never a conclusion. I think that would be fine.
I'd be good with that.
I think I really like the Samoa Joe Lesnar idea, but that's definitely not happening. So at least not this year.
There's several matches that I like. I also would like another good. I wouldn't be surprised for another good one-on-one Reigns and Rollins match. Obviously, I would rather have Dean in there for a triple threat, but I would like to see another Reigns and Rollins match.
For this last pay-per-view, and I think maybe all of you are going to kill me for this one, but I really did like the idea of AJ and Cena, but we'll see what happens there.
No, I have no. I would. That was great to me. I would love to see another.
It could work. It could work, especially if Cena's going to put him over.
There's so many different things. Like I would love to see an AJ and Rollins match. Like so many different scenarios. I don't know. Like that would be great. Put the title on line between those guys. I don't know where they would be as far as the draft goes, but that'd be great.
It's hard to say.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry. I just always want to throw Cena into matches with people, which is funny because I don't think of Cena. But Cena with great wrestlers is a great wrestler.
Yeah, I agree.
Cena with great wrestlers does great matches. So and
by WrestleMania, with the brand split and everything, they're going to be pulling a lot of people out of NXT right now that are currently there, and they're going to be refilling NXT with probably a lot of the guys from the fucking Cruiserweight series and just lots of independent talent. So, the potential for fucking matchups at WrestleMania is just like kind of. It's not set in stone at all at this point, I don't think.
I just hope they don't do that bullshit where like they just have to fit everybody on the card to get a payday. Yeah. So they're like, okay, well, tag matches, triple threats, battle royal. It's like, no, WrestleMania is something you earn. Sorry if you didn't make it this year. You're on the pre-show in the battle royal, but like, let's not flood
that's not
the damn
happen.
card.
Yeah,
it's happened the last 2 years.
Well, there's going to be a ladder.
No,
match.
they're not. They're
not
going to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to do it. I hate
There's no way that doesn't happen.
Yeah, they're going to do the damn 6-way ladder match. They're going to do the battle royal. They're going to do all that shit. Yeah.
All right, did you all answer? Try to keep it moving.
I think so. Yeah, go for it.
All right, next one's from Mike, and he said, if we could bring back somebody who either retired or because of injuries or just isn't wrestling at the moment, like who would it be? And I'm gonna say Daniel Bryan. Like Daniel Bryan was the guy who never really got the chance to be at the level he could have been. If not Bryan, then I would say Kurt Angle. So either of those two.
Are we talking about like in their prime?
Like no, I just think it's some guys that either retired early by injury or just aren't wrestling right now. But like if Angle was healthy, Angle is probably the best choice for them from a money standpoint.
That'd be great. Yeah.
But Bryan too, he just never got a chance. Either of those guys.
I fucking love Angle. That'd be good.
And wasn't the question like worded as like 1 or 2 matches or something like that?
It just says bring them back if they retired too early from injuries, basically.
Okay.
Only from injuries? You can't just be like, yo.
Oh, just pick somebody you want back from the dead. I don't give a fuck.
I would like to see CM Punk to come back. I know he's kind of a dick, but
I'm kind of done with him too. Yeah.
I'd like Bryan, of course, but I'd also like to see Sting actually have a couple wins to go on instead of
yeah, that'd be cool.
Instead of the way they treated him, that just left a sour taste in my mouth. It's like, yeah, Sting's back. He's going to do some matches. It's going to be cool. And it's like, no, they fucked.
Man, how much must Sting just love money?
I would actually.
Hey, would you like to come over here and wrestle for a little bit and lose some to me?
You know what? Boom.
Here's all the money.
I'm gonna pick Sting too. I think that'd be great. I'm gonna pick Sting too. I think Sting would be good.
He did get a good run. Yeah, it sucks. Andrew asks, this is what makes me laugh. Do you think if Zack Ryder turned heel, it would give him the push he needs to be a main event guy? No.
Yes, it would.
Main event
Absolutely. Guy? He needs to go, yeah. If he just went heel, if he was like, boo, 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 you don't know anything.
That's the sarcastic, if you can't tell.
For sure, no.
His final chance was when he won that ladder match. After that, and they didn't give him at the time of day, he's done. It was a pity fuck, is what it was. They fucked him out of pity.
Yeah, I never main event.
Ice his hair even darker. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm behind Rab here. I was like, all he has to do is come out in black trunks and just start saying boo.
No.
Yeah.
No. Done.
It's gonna work. He
just
needs a goatee, man. He just needs a goatee.
Goatee. That sounds perfect.
No.
All right.
No.
So have you guys ever played Kill, Marry, or Fuck?
Yes. Sure. Yes. Yeah.
Everybody. Okay, so y'all know. I like with this
in real life.
This is
whoa.
Nick Maple. Nick Maple leaves a lot of the funnier ones, and he put Kill, Marry, Fuck, Randy Orton, The Miz, and Charlotte with her clit dick.
Kill, Marry, Fuck. Okay.
I mean, I would fuck Charlotte, obviously.
Yes.
I don't know though. You know what? Actually, I take that back. Hold on. I would marry Charlotte because I'd have to be fucking a woman on a regular basis, and as hot as Orton and The Miz are, I can't get behind that. I would kill The Miz and I would fuck Orton.
No, for sure.
Oh my god!
You fuck Charlotte, right? You
have to marry one of the other guys.
You have a loveless marriage with The Miz, but I think he would, I think he'd be very attentive.
No.
And I guess you have to kill Randy Orton. What can you do?
He is the Viper after all. He's in your garden.
He's a bad dude. So yeah, I guess you have to kill Randy Orton.
What about you, Lee? Who are you fucking?
Okay. I would probably say I'd fuck The Miz just because I have a feeling because he's got that kinky French girlfriend. She's probably going to be in on it. So
it's possible.
You might get some side pussy on that. As far as kill, Randy Orton, fuck that guy. He's just going to shit in your fucking bag anyway. So fuck that guy. And marry, of course, Charlotte, just because, you can marry into Ric Flair's tax problem. It'll be great.
You can rub the tip of your dick on that clit dick.
Well, that's right. I think mine's pretty easy. Everybody knows I would fucking kill The Miz. I don't even... we don't have to play this fucking game. We don't have to play this game for that. I'd kill The Miz, murder The Miz.
You love saying that, don't you?
I do. That actually feels really good. I'd probably, I guess, fuck Randy Orton and marry Charlotte. There you go.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, she's not terrible looking. She just looks kind of like a man.
Yeah, I mean,
she has really small ass and no hips.
No,
she's
good
a handsome woman. You can put her in a Puritan costume.
No good features.
All right, I think we're gonna do 2 or 3 more and then be done because there's a shitload of them. This is from Chris. Who will win at Battleground out of the Shield members going at it?
I don't know. I don't know the future.
Okay, he's done.
A weird voice.
Yeah, I'll start off. I am gonna say Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, I'm going with Reigns. I think he's just holding on to it until because I think they're gonna do Reigns versus Lesnar.
I'm sorry. Repeat the question.
Out of the the triple threat that they're doing with Ambrose, Reigns, and Rollins, who's going to walk out the winner of...
Wait, is it who do we want or who do we think is going to win?
Who do you think is going to win?
Oh, my bad. Yeah, probably Reigns.
I think Ambrose is eating the spear pin like he always does against Reigns.
Yeah, I can see him losing right away. I wish he would hold it till SummerSlam, but I think... no matter what, he's not holding it past SummerSlam, but I think, he will lose to Reigns.
Yeah.
I think the 4th member of S.H.I.E.L.D., Brad Maddox, is going to come back and...
badass. What happened to that guy? Oh, man.
He made a promo that pissed off Vince and they fired him on the spot, even though the promo wasn't even close to being offensive. He used one word that's on their no-no list, but it's not I can't remember what it was, but it's not a bad...
I was douchebag or something.
Yeah, I think you're right. It was douchebag. He used it in a dark match promo. And the moment he got back, they're like, "Yeah, you're fired." And then Lesnar came back not that long after and just started saying shit all over the place. And no, they didn't care because it's Lesnar. But it was just, I think the general consensus is nobody liked him. I met him though. He's really nice. I met him. He was at a PWG show, and he's
available for booking now as Mad Braddocks.
And they're suing him for that still.
No, they dropped the suit.
Did they think? Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I love that name. That's even better than Brad Maddox. Mad Braddocks.
Yeah, they were just looking for an excuse to dump him.
Yeah, they hated him. Yeah. So, all right. This is from my friend Ed, and I'm gonna kind of move his question around a little bit because I want to just mock this. But did Money in the Bank 2016 live up to the company's hype of it being the best Money in the Bank pay-per-view of all time? Now, obviously, no, it did not. I think everybody can agree with that. But I want to say that was the most annoying shit they were spouting out during the entire show. The show hasn't fucking ended yet. It's still going. The best. This is the best. No, God damn it. Why do they jump the gun like that all the time?
We all make fun of WCW for this is the most historic night and we'll make fun of this shit too. No, it's fucking stupid.
It's so dumb. Why are you always sucking your own cock? It devalues when something is actually great and they're like, "Oh, it was the best match of all time." Because then it's just not. Because every Raw is the best Raw. Every pay-per-view is the best pay-per-view. Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah, and you can make everything seem really special and really great, and you don't have to fucking sit there and blowjob and say it's the best ever. You just within the moment say, "This is really good." and you let the fucking audience know that, and they get along with it. You know, you don't have to fucking browbeat them with this is the best thing you're ever gonna goddamn see until next month when we have 2 fucking pay-per-views from both Raw and SmackDown that are both gonna be the greatest ever, and fuck off.
Yeah.
All right. I think this is a very good question to leave off on. This is from Jesse Evans. If you could choose any current WWE superstar to fight alongside you in a zombie apocalypse, who would it be and why?
Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, he just F5 zombies left and right.
And if he gets killed, they're gonna fucking swarm and eat him, and you can run away because they're gonna be busy for a while.
I have a counterpoint to you though, Rab. I get it. Lesnar could protect you, but if he goes for the F5, they might bite him. Because he has to get in.
That's true.
My counter argument would be R-Truth, because he's the black guy, he would die first.
Oh.
Saving
give you time to escape, huh?
Or the Miz being the total bitch that also would die first.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe R-Truth would be my pick, because, I mean, they always die first. So, I don't know.
I don't know why. I think I would definitely like to be beside Luke Harper in a zombie apocalypse. I don't know why. I think that dude's going to keep me fucking alive.
Or how about Nakamura? Because he'd just be like kneeing fucking zombies in the head. They'd be dead after
fucking
that
doing
shit.
a little jig dancing over beside him.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Someone who's very, like, foot offensive. So they
Well,
don't
no,
have to...
he's got that whole Michael Jackson kind of thing going on, so he'd get these fucking zombies dancing with
That's
him, and
true.
they'd just start
Yeah,
shooting them in the
that's
fucking
true.
face.
Everything's going to turn to Thriller.
That's a good question. I like that. That's funny.
Oh.
All right, so Rab picked Brock. I picked R-Truth.
Yeah.
Lee
Because
picked
he would die first because he's the black guy.
first.
That's why you picked him. Oh my god.
Yeah, good stuff. All right, well, hey, there you go. We didn't answer everything. I'm going to try to go through and answer those questions.
I actually saw one question on Twitter that we missed out that I want to ask everybody. Just one. What's your favorite wrestling arena / stage set that was used?
Yeah, I still...
Halloween Havoc, man. Halloween Havoc.
Oh, by the way, this was at NXT_Demon, by the way.
I didn't know a lot of the WCW ones, so I can't really comment on it, but I can see where Lee's coming from, because a lot of them were really cool looking in the video games.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would say mine still his favorite was what WCW, ECW, when they all fought. Invasion. I love the Invasion. I love the idea of them coming out in separate ramps depending on their
that's
company.
why that had a big triangle or something, right? In the middle?
Yeah, they kept fucking up.
I
and
was
almost...
at that pay-per-view, actually. I was at that pay-per-view.
I really like that one. That or the X7 pay-per-view is still really nostalgic for me.
I believe that was at the
I'm going to go with Backlash 2001 with the big hooks.
Oh, the big swinging hooks?
Big swinging hooks.
That was pretty
I
cool.
love the big swinging hooks. They were awesome.
Unfortunately, the reason I asked this question is because I got you all fucking beat. Of course, WCW, when they would do their spring break shit on Nitro, they had the ring surrounded by the water, like the pool.
The spring break cannonball champion, Kevin Nash.
That was the greatest shit ever. Like,
that's so fucking stupid.
I don't know why, but they need to. What the fuck? Of course, no matter what I say, it's the worst.
Did you know that him and Hall were like smashed drunk when they did that?
Oh my god! If you watch that, oh my god, they were so fucking trashed. Like the announcers were even saying it. They were like, yeah, this is obvious.
They were probably out back swigging a fucking bottle of Kevin Sullivan before they even fucking walked out there.
I remember listening to a podcast or shoot interview or something when Nash was talking about how they drank like 2 12-packs like on the way down to the arena or something like that.
Yeah.
Or cases, maybe not 12-packs. It might have been cases.
Yeah, they would grab like he said like 2 packs of like Bud Light or something, and they would just slam them right before they went to the ring. Always the consummate professionals.
Of course, yeah. But that would be mine when the ring was surrounded by water because that shit was cool. Everybody got thrown into the water, of course. But
yeah, of course.
But yeah. So yeah.
I bet the wrestlers love that too, because that's the best out of the ring fucking bump you could possibly take.
Yeah,
completely protected, 100%. Unless they can't swim. You imagine one of the wrestlers
drown?
Can't swim, and they're like, "Oh, here's the spot, brother. You're going in the water." No, I'm not. Oh yeah, brother. Trust me, you're going in the water.
Oh my God, Psychosis is drowned.
You just see his lifeless body float.
Yeah. His little energy meter from like WCW NWO Revenge just depletes. He's just dead.
And they leave him there the entire show. He just floats around the ring.
His mask just floating around. I mean,
God damn it, La Parka threw him a chair. That didn't help at all. Just hit him in the fucking head.
That'd be great. But yeah, well, thanks for the question, guys. There's some good questions.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah. Well, guys. Anything else? You guys got any plugs? Anything you guys want to talk about before we go?
I'm good.
Lee?
Stacker 2.
Don't visit me on YouTube. Just look for my podcast. They must be destroyed on site.
Just make sure, just go in the description if you're watching on Reckless Eating and all. I need to put your podcast in there then because I only have your channel linked, so I'll try to put your podcast down.
Don't link my channel anymore because I don't do anything. All I do now on my channel is worse fucking video game shit than mainframe gaming does. So
Gotcha.
Cool.
All right. What about you, Rab? You got anything? Because I got something big. I got a big announcement to make.
We're sponsored by Stacker 2 now. Stacker 2.
Stacker 2. Is that like a burger? I don't know what that is. What's Stacker 2? I don't know what that is.
It was some shit that you don't remember. Stacker 2?
Stacker 2 was like all over WWF back in the day. They still sell it in the big lots.
We're sponsored by Stacker 2 and Uggs.
Yeah, they still
Uggs boots.
Rab, do they?
Oh yes, okay, yes. I typed it in. Yep, okay, yep. I see
Stacker
it.
2 powdered roids, baby.
I typed it into Google, and a picture of Kurt Angle holding a bottle is.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me at all when you said roids and Kurt Angle.
Yeah. But I just want to tell you guys, I think you guys will enjoy this. I started a new series on my YouTube channel, Job Squad Media.
I don't trust anybody that was surprised that Triple H won the title back in the day. So
So just go to YouTube, type in Job Squad Media. That's my YouTube channel, and you will see I start a new series every Monday. I'm releasing a new episode of They Worked in CZW ? That's
why?
That's a new series where I talk about I do a little video and showcase wrestlers that you probably didn't realize worked in CZW.
My trash man Mike.
Like Steve the hot dog guy, was he? He was.
In case you missed it, episode 1 was AJ Styles.
Surprise.
Episode
good dude.
Episode 2, which released this week, was Yoshihiro Tajiri. Episode 3. What?
Really episode 4 is gonna be the guy who worked at Blockbuster. Oh wait, that was a real thing.
That was a thing. That was
Sick Nick Mondo.
Sick Nick Mondo. Yeah, I was about to say his real name at first, but
hot dog guy. He's still. He never really moved past it. He's not upper hot dog management.
But actually, it's pretty cool. You think you guys should check it out. It's interesting. DJ Hyde, the owner of CZW, has already contacted me. He enjoys them, so I think you guys will enjoy them.
I'm waiting for. He's a real DJ.
he actually is not a DJ. DJ Hyde, yeah.
What should your name be? Well, sir, and I do part-time DJ. DJ Hyde.
Yeah.
DJ Hyde.
When would call his name, he'd have to duck down a little bit so that they wouldn't throw garbage at him. Jay Hyde.
Please.
Yes, yeah.
No one can throw away
it's
that.
Spelled a little different.
Throw away perfectly good garbage that's going to be used for dinner later.
I'm waiting for Jake. I'm waiting for one of the CZW people to watch this and just be like, "Well, I want to murder them."
I don't know. Who knows? They might.
So DJ Hyde apparently knows about your thing. Oh God, I hope he listens to this podcast.
I hope not.
Look, Mr. Hyde. I hope you understand that it's all in jest. I don't know who you are, and I don't watch your profile.
But anyway, so if you guys want to check it out, that'd be cool. You don't have to like it, but yeah. DJ
oh God, it's so good. Why can't it be that good in real life?
I'm telling you, you're missing out.
Am I the only one who's part of this podcast that doesn't do anything but this podcast and a real job?
I feel like, yeah, you're slacking, dude. What are you doing? You only do your job? What the fuck?
I also do a shitty wrestling podcast that people listen to for reasons.
There you go. Yeah. Well, thank God. There you go. Plug at Jobber Radio. He's plugging it right now. At Jobber Radio on Twitter.
Oh no, not this one. This podcast is fantastic. I do another one by myself in the kitchen.
Oh, in the kitchen
with your wife.
With my wife. Yeah. I tell her about wrestling. She goes, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, that sounds interesting. But yeah, check all that stuff out, guys. You got anything else before we get out of here? Before we leave and say bye?
I really want DJ Hyde to change his gimmick to a 35-year-old man who never got out of part-time DJing.
He does the lariat is his finisher. He does a big lariat.
He does the whoop. That's his finisher. That's his real finisher. He only hits it every once in a while. It's too dangerous. It's so sick.
But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed episode number 30 of Jobber Radio. Oh, there's my dog in the background. And, and roommate's showing up. So I guess it's perfect timing.
Champion.
All right, guys.
Where my dog's at?
Yeah, there it is. All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. We're out.
I'll talk from the top.
DJ Hawk.
You're the worst.
I'm clearly the best.